Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome to 24 weeks pregnant with baby number 3. We have reached viability, which is awesome. They say that the baby is around a foot long and about the size of an ear of corn. I had my midwife appointment today. Today's Monday, April 25th. I am 24 weeks, 1 day pregnant today. Everything went good at my appointment. All my appointments are great there. The midwives are so sweet and just are there for you. They include Easton and everything, and it's just awesome. I don't feel rushed in and out, and it's just low key. There was actually it's the as you know, if you've been following my updates, I am giving birth at a birth center, and at the birth centers where I do all of my appointments leading up to birth, and they have 2 birthing suites there. And when I was there today, my appointment was at 9:30, and right before I'd gotten there, a baby had been delivered, and it was so funny because they were a little bit to come to the front and then to get me back to my appointment, because it was so fast. The mom walked in at about 9 o'clock, and that's when they opened their doors. But they'd already called the other midwife that was on call, and so she was already coming in. She walked in there at 9 o'clock. She said she had the baby by 9:15. It might have even been a little bit sooner than that. And I walked in at about 9:20 for my appointment at 9:30. But it's like it was so quiet in there. Like, I didn't even know that there was a baby that was just born. Everything was just so low key and quiet, and it was just awesome. So that was kind of cool and exciting. But besides that, my vitals and everything were good. I did mention about the, if you watched my update last week, I mentioned about the pain that I had been having, and I'd been having some spotting and a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions. I mentioned all that to her today, and just gave her kind of a backstory, and just gave her a little bit more information. And she asked me some questions to kind of figure out what it might be. And then she looked back at my previous ultrasounds, the one from my NT scan, which was about 13 weeks pregnant, and then my anatomy scan, which was just at about 20 weeks pregnant, and I'm 24 weeks now, so not even quite a month ago. She looked back at the records from that, and to check my placenta and see if they measured my cervix and everything. And my placenta is fine. I have a posterior placenta, like I've mentioned before, because they told me at my NT scan, and it's high. It's not low lying or anything. And the midwife said, you know, the placenta really isn't just going to move down after it's been, you know, to where it is, you know, in the back. So she doesn't think it's the placenta. She also checked on the results from my ultrasound, and they measured my cervix at my anatomy scan, and she said that she wouldn't think that it'd be the cervix either, the cervix length. She said that my length, I think she said, was 4.2, I think. And she said that that was in normal range. That has no reason for concern. But she was looking back at to see this information for my ultrasounds to decide if she wanted to go ahead and order another ultrasound to kind of check everything. So at this point, because those things looked okay, she held off on ordering an ultrasound at this point, and we are just going to see kind of how things go this next month until my next appointment. She did tell me she told me the signs of preterm labor, and said that if I'm experiencing any of these, to call them ASAP, and then, or if I'm still experiencing a lot of the spotting and cramping, but not to the extent of preterm labor. She said maybe at my next appointment, which will be my 28-week appointment, that they might do a cervix check just to check things down there. There's Kaylin. But yeah, she did want to rule out a UTI, so I did do a sample that they're sending off to have a culture done. She said I do want to rule out that because that could possibly be the reason for the achiness of the lower belly, and then the spotting or light brown discharge. So I'll have the results from that in about a week. But yeah, she said it could just be a friable cervix, which doesn't bring too much reason for concern. It's just having a sensitive cervix, you know, being a third pregnancy. I mean, it's possible. So yeah, we're just going to see what happens, and I'll just keep a close eye out for, you know, any symptoms or anything that might be going on. So as for symptoms for this week, not too much new. I'm still peeing all the time. I still get some pains occasionally in my lower belly if I feel like I've been doing a lot. Some Braxton Hicks contractions, but nothing near to how many I was experiencing last week. I've still had some of the light brown spotting occasionally, just all throughout the week. So that's still happening off and on. So that's part of just that I've been talking about. So I'm just making note of it. I've also still had a stuffy nose and bloody boogers, and I think that's just probably going to continue through pregnancy for me, and it usually always does. And I've just been really thirsty. And I've also felt like a burst of energy towards the end of the week, and to get a lot of things done around the house. I'm just like decluttering, organizing, I feel the need to do all these things. And we're still getting things checked off our list to get done around the house. So yeah, we've just been really busy doing all that still. So I guess that's about it as far as this week. So we'll just go ahead and do the belly shot real quick. So here we are with shirt down. This is not a maternity shirt. I don't really have many maternity shirts, so this is just a regular shirt, and it's starting to feel and look a little uncomfortable. And with shirt up. And I have a little bit of the pain right now that I've been feeling. It's more so on my left side, just like right here is where I'm feeling a lot of the pain that I'm getting for some reason. There's belly. Weight is up 2 from last week. Hope we don't make that a trend. So we are total of 18 for the pregnancy. So there it is. Oh, and belly measured 38 inches even. Yeah, definitely feel it getting bigger for sure. And I'm definitely feeling him getting a lot bigger at my appointment. She, you know, I was laying back and she felt around. She said that his head was like right in here. And I even she was like, told me to, you know, put my head back even more because I kind of leaned up to see. She told me to put my head back, and she told me to put my fingers here, and so I was like feeling around, and I could feel like where his head was right there, which was really cool. So yeah. So that's it for 24 weeks, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.